to take you on a ride to the future. Let's set the scene for where we're at now in 2015. I'd like to start with our favorite gadget, which is the mobile phone. We love our gadgets. We download all kinds of applications onto them. But what you may not be aware of is that applications are not always what they seem to be. Another big trend that we're only starting to see right now are robo-advisors. And unlike the picture I've put up here, they really don't look like robots. They're softbots, software robots that basically cut out the middleman, the financial advisor, and help you automatically adjust your investment portfolio. Cryptocurrency is causing a lot of consternation for governments. How do you track where money is? How do you tax it? Some big issues to be thought about. One of the things that has happened is that there's a big push to take these smart glasses and put them into smart contacts and combine the technology of augmented reality and ICT communications with biotech. Now you can imagine having this kind of capability where in the Google patent, if you want to take a picture, you just blink twice. How would you know if someone's wearing these and they're starting to take pictures of you or film you? We're getting into a bit of a brave new world here, and with all of this external information that you can pull together, identity fraud through social engineering is going to become much, much easier. And what happens if your home catches a virus? What would you do if you came home, wave your phone at your smart lock and it doesn't open? Okay, you use your key to get in and suddenly you find you can't turn on any appliance and everything in your house doesn't work. And you get ransomware on your phone telling you to pay $100 or $1,000 or some other amount to get in your house. Who are you going to call? You might call the police, but are they going to fix your house for you? Who's going to do that? Already in Australia, there's a test happening with Volvo in South Australia in November where they're going to shut down a major highway for a certain period and allow a driverless car to navigate on that highway under Australian conditions. It's not going to be an all-at-once type of thing. What you're going to see is the gradual implementation of what I would call autopilot mode. Already we have cars that are able to do self-parking. This is the next stage, but really what we're talking about are robot-driven cars that are interconnected. They're talking to each other, they're talking to sensors on the road, and they're talking to cloud-based navigation services. There have been hacks of robots that are being used for telesurgery. You may not be aware that robotic telesurgery has been happening since 2001, and there are protocols that are used to control the robot and the haptics, the touch and feel that the remote surgeon used. A couple of weeks ago, I read about a hack, luckily by researchers. They were able to stop the surgery in its tracks, but it could get much worse. If you've got control of a machine that's got scalpels and lasers, what harm could you possibly do? And once again, the problem is that security is an afterthought. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at a tipping point right now. The technologies that we are deploying have the ability to greatly benefit so many people and so many businesses in so many walks of life. But equally so, they can be abused by cyber criminals. And the biggest threat that I see is that security is an afterthought. Privacy is an afterthought. Ethics are an afterthought. The future that we live in is up to each one of us. Will we allow technology to enrich our lives or enslave us? The choice is ours. Thank you.